Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth with 217 Creations, and today I'm really proud to show you a 3D shadow box along with some techniques to really bring some new life and creativity into your other projects. So let's get started. The 3D shadow box itself is covered in satin fabric, and it's from Martha Stewart Crafts. I never saw this inside Michael's or Walmart, the two places I know of that sell Martha Stewart, but I did find these at Tuesday Morning, and this is what it looked like when it came. So that's what I decided to start with. The green satin it came with is nice, but it needs a little bit more, I will tell you, if you happen to find these. And so what I did was I took my distress inks and just rubbed them into the fabric with a sponge, and I used a variety just to give me some color variations. I used worn lipstick, faded jeans, tea dye, and peeled paint. I know it might not be easy to see it in the video, but there's a lot of depth in the fabric. Then I went over and lightly glimmer misted it with Wheat Fields, one of my favorite glimmer mist colors. From there, I'm going to open this up because this is what makes this so awesome, is this opens up. And so it's easy to change out pictures and all sorts of things. The background is satin, and what I did is I took my Tim Holtz stamps from Stampers Anonymous, and this ink that I used is actually VersaFine ink, and I just stamped the image directly onto the fabric and to create almost like a wallpaper kind of faux fabric finish. I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing in person. So I love this technique. So I'll definitely be stamping the VersaFine onto satin on another project because this turned out fabulous. The center here, this is actually a stamp that I bought from Cornish Heritage Farms. Absolutely love their products, and this stamp is actually 6x6. And this is what it looks like. You can still see my VersaFine on there because I've been lazy and I haven't washed my stamp yet. But I wanted to get your video done so you can see all these cool things. So I went ahead and stamped this with VersaFine. When I'm using an in-depth stamp, a detailed stamp, I really, I'm going to zoom this in for you, like to use VersaFine because you get so much more coverage into the fine nooks and crannies. Then from there, because this is what it looked like, I should show you. This is what it looked like once I stamped it. Then I took Wild Honey from Tim Holtz and tea dye and blended it into the paper to give it that really worn look. And finally distressed the edges. I'm going to scoot this over, and used aged mahogany. And that's how I got that really beautiful vintage look to that paper. The other cool little thing I want to show you while we're zoomed in here is my little butterfly. And I used this on my Tim Holtz album that I did a few days ago. This is what they look like. They are from Michael's, and this was like in the craft floral wedding section. It has a long wire. I'm sure most people would probably use these for floral picks, but they make fabulous additions to scrapbook pages, cards, layouts, all that kind of stuff. And really they don't stand up that high, so even on a layout you could definitely get away with these. They come in multicolor and white. Of course I picked up the white because then I can do things like this with glimmer mist and ink. And so I just went through and glimmer misted this with Pashmina Sea Glass and then Lily Pad. And to deepen those three colors, I went ahead and used peeled paint, broken china, and worn lipstick. And that's what gave me that nice kind of faded look to my butterfly. So I'm going to zoom out here for you. Hang on. And now for the framing that I did around here. This is from Elegant Cakes. I went ahead and used my gypsy and stretched and manipulated it so I could fill up the shadow box a bit more. So this is actually cut at about 8 inches by 9.25 inches. And it's been stretched and modified to make it work for that size. So if you don't own Gypsy or Design Studio, I don't know that you could get this exact measurement. You'll have to play with it and see what you can get on your Cricut by itself. But if you do have Gypsy or Design Studio, you can change the ratios and adjust those sizes accordingly. So love how the inside turned out. I'm going to go ahead and close it here. Outside details. Did some pearl strings. I just found that in the fabric department at Hobby Lobby on a roll. I just thought it added a nice kind of shabby chic look to it. I'm going to zoom in so you can kind of see my flowers a little bit more. Those of you that follow my blog and my YouTube channel have probably seen these flowers before. I use them quite often. And these are actually cut from satin and then melted with my heat gun. So if you're interested in learning how to do this technique with these flowers, please look on my YouTube channel or my blog for vintage melted roses, and you'll see them. Here, I'm going to turn this so you can see the ones that are up at the top. Aren't those just amazing? So, and sometimes I tint them, glimmer mist them. You can cut, satin comes in so many different colors. You can really make these flowers any color that you would like them to be. I went ahead and used much wider cuts of fabric to get these bigger ones. My biggest pieces were more like 3.5 inches across. So if you end up doing this method, and please watch the video, they're super easy and you do not necessarily need a Cricut to do them. To get these big ones, you're going to need to make sure those flowers are more like 3.5, 4 inches to get them that big. Otherwise, they're going to come out this small if you use the measurements in the video. So let's zoom back out. And there you go. Isn't that just an amazing gift? These could be customized for so many things. I'm going to go ahead and enter this into a challenge for my friend Kim's blog, Olive Juice Studios. She has a fantastic blog. I would highly recommend checking it out. Lots of creativity, lots and lots of fun stuff. She does a monthly challenge, really great things. So stop by her blog and check it out, and let her know that I sent you. So I hope you have a great day. And once again, thank you for comments, subscribers, followers, all of it. It really means a lot to me. And if you have any other questions, contact me. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you here again on my YouTube channel or on my blog at www.217creations.blogspot.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.